Alright, y'all. I'm live. You fucking idiot. What the fuck? Okay. Yeah, it looks like everything is the same old shenanigans as usual. No surprise. Shit's going kind of haywire, I can tell already. Anyway. This is just the opening monologue that nobody's here to see because everybody's still flagellating themselves with pop. That's fine. I'm cool with that. We're good to go. Anyway, gents. So let's get a few things off our chests.
Arrow?
How?
Arrow.
Oh God, I gotta turn off that damn thing.
Yeah,
Oh,
Echo.
yeah. There we go. That should fix it.
Arrow.
Yeah,
It's better.
yeah.
I
You
can
got.
still hear it, but it's better.
Well, it'll go away here shortly. For some
Oh,
reason, it
Roxy.
continues on. So yeah, scroll up if you want to see what you do.
Apparently something about smelling socks.
Yeah, you got to test your laundry, dude. Make sure the laundry detergent is doing all right.
Ah, okay.
But I
And
made
here I
comments
thought
about.
you're shit talking everybody
Oh, I
into
am.
coming and enjoying.
I am actually, but I'm doing it in a good way. I'm building rapport
Uh,
and shit talking everybody.
yeah. Well, Pop Show was still kind of going on, so
Yeah, I figured as
probably
much.
why people aren't over early in here. They're almost done with the super chats. Dear
But they,
God.
of course, they weren't paying much attention to my alerts either. That hey, I was going to do this.
Yeah, I haven't seen any traction on it besides me.
Yeah,
But
yeah. I think you were
Tuesday
the
is
only one.
typically a pop day, not a
Right.
not an other person. Let me go deal with that
Your
little
little
annoying, yeah,
your
that
little
one.
black bitch. Yeah, deal with her. Chrome Dome saw it. Bunch of sock sniffers. Sounds like I'm in good company.
Oh, so what shenanigans you got?
Nothing. I'm just pissed off at the world.
Hmm,
No, it's getting closer and closer. We shit canned a turd today. Finally.
that sounds good.
It is and it isn't. I hated the way they did it because they drug him along for 2 weeks before they shit canned him. They should have just done it outright because he was wrong and he knew he was wrong, and then they kept him on for another 2 weeks afterwards.
That's not good.
What the hell, Cliff? We're live, you penis.
Mm-hmm.
Where the hell did that come from? He's not even in the chat, is he?
Yeah.
Well, there's 3 watching. Oh, no.
If you're watching it on YouTube, you might have top chat on, and penis, I think, is one of those naughty words they don't put in the regular chat.
That's a
You got
good
to
point.
change it to all chat.
Yeah, I should be sitting on the. Well, he's not in StreamYard either.
You
So
get
where
in
the
here,
hell?
penis.
Yeah, where the hell is that coming from? I
Oh,
don't know
it's
what the
definitely on the
fuck's going
YouTube
on.
side.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
But now I see that.
Exactly,
You-
Chrome
You're
Dome.
you're not wrong.
Uh huh. Quality control means money well spent. That's absolutely correct. The detergent doesn't take out the funk. It ain't worth the effort.
I can't say you're wrong.
Well, I'd buy original scent Tide because it works. And I use less of it than any other detergent I've ever owned or bought in my life. And it still is clean.
All right, looks like he'll be here soon.
Yeah, he's a liar. But that's Cliff.
Lies.
You lie, Cliff. You lie. And there's St. Louis Arch. Good to see you, my friend. Probably ought to put in the
Wait a
StreamYard
minute.
link so anybody who wants to join can. Just
Cool.
because.
Pops just ended. Yeah, I didn't think it was going to go much further because they were like deep into the Rumble chats.
Yeah, I've done fucking around with any of that crap. I'm not going to try that hard yet.
Yeah, a guy that I served with like 20 years ago jumped in the chat.
Sweet.
Yeah, it was really weird. It's like, wait a minute. It's like, what is it? His channel name was Do Better.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked his channel activity up, or not activity, but went to his channel, and I was like, oh, I know you. That's right.
That name sounds familiar. I think I may have seen him around a couple of times lurking.
I've mostly seen him on Instagram. He has like little motivationals, likes to do some archery in the background.
Okay.
I did sub to him, so we can go
Cool.
stalk some of his stuff. He's got some. He might have some information for pot, but he's got to put it together appropriately because he's
Mm-hmm.
still a green suitor.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Well, we all were
So
once, right?
yes, but it's still when you're in and when it comes to social
You gotta
media,
be real careful.
that's why he says like give me a few days to
Yep.
think this out properly so he
Let
doesn't
me
screw himself over.
Right. Let me sanitize this and make sure there's no trail backwards.
Yeah.
Yep. That's kind of where I'm at tonight. So I've got a few things I wanted to kind of put out there and just say, I'm fucking done. Man, I am so done with Washington State in general. And
Yeah, I've been hearing some retarded shit about
oh my
some
god.
gun control stuff.
Uh-huh.
Even
Oh,
more,
they're
do you
talking
want your
about.
YouTube content to be sanitized or do you want to let loose?
Oh, this is fine, dude.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it as pure and clean as possible within reason, because
Alrighty.
nobody watches my channel anyway, except you guys that know about it.
Mm-hmm.
And no, yeah, the one thing that really bothered me that Washington State's trying to do is they're trying to put a law into effect that requires you to have a bond of $25,000 per firearm that you own. Per firearm. I know a lot of guys that got 30, 40 firearms that they own legally.
That's just.
Yeah, that ain't going to happen. Or you get a $350,000 insurance policy from some one or two that the state approves to insure.
Yeah. And let me guess. The sponsors of the bill have a stake in said insurance
Uh huh.
companies.
It's as dirty gets.
Yeah. Well, Colorado's trying to ban semi-automatics.
Yeah.
Colorado, you're gonna have to go back to bolt action, single action, or pump.
Honestly, I almost prefer those weapons anyway. They're more accurate.
That's what I hear. I don't have much experience with them though.
Well, a bolt action, any hunting rifle is going to be way more accurate than any semi-auto ever was.
Hmm.
The barrels doesn't line up with the breech nearly as well because they're not nearly
But they're
welded together.
also, yeah, they're also
Hmm.
one object, not like semi-autos that
Well, not
I
all of
don't
them.
think I know any semi-auto that doesn't disassemble with a upper and lower receiver.
Right. Most of your bolt actions, at the best, you can unscrew the barrel from the receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's a few others out there that I think the two are not connected. But you're talking super high power crap too,
Hmm.
or just really low power where it doesn't matter that much.
Yeah,
But
it's either 22 or
yeah, 22 or
7.62 or 30 6 and above.
50 cal. Yeah, and most of your 50 cals that's all one piece because it's got to be.
Yeah, something tells me if it were disassemblable, it wouldn't take very many rounds to make it go boom.
It introduces an escape route for gas.
Oh yeah, which will reduce velocity.
Well, and do what they call the RUD, rapid unscheduled disassembly. Uh-huh. Yeah, not a good thing. Ask SpaceX. They've done it twice in a row.
Oh dear.
Yep. So no, I'm just a little bit kind of pissadointed with the world. If you guys know what pissadointed is.
I'm not sure,
Oh, have you never heard
but
the term?
I don't believe so.
Pissadointed is pissed off and disappointed at the same time.
Disappointed.
Mm.
Pissadointed.
That's like a popism.
Well, it's an Idahoism. That's where I learned it. So
Ah.
Pop can use it. He can have it. It's not mine. I didn't make it up. Welcome, Cliff. You
What's
cock.
up? How's it going, guys?
You know,
We are here.
the
Indeed.
world is the world, and the world sucks.
Yeah.
But we all knew that.
Yeah, of course we do. It's also a crazy place. So that's why my end line is stay safe, stay sane, stay strapped.
Yeah.
The three S's.
There you go.
Unless you're in a blue state, and then don't bother shooting them because you're going to go to prison before they do.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
they protect their criminal class.
Oh God, it's getting worse and worse. It seems like every day.
Well, what is it? The most politicians are lawyers, so they got to keep the business flow happening
Oh
somehow.
yeah. It's
But the
one way or
problem,
another.
and that's the problem, they're lawyers and they're not businessmen, so they don't know actually how a business works.
Mhm. If
And
you
then the
ruin
few
the
who get
business
in are go ahead.
well, I said if you ruin the business environment by keeping out the criminal class or keeping the criminal class available to commit crimes, eventually the business class collapses and leaves.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Oakland and San Francisco and Seattle are seeing right now.
Yeah, it's not a profitable business model to allow
Nope.
yourself to be robbed at the rates that they're being robbed.
And on a consistent basis. Portland was already dead 10 years ago. So we don't even need to talk about them. I'm surprised that San Francisco, Oakland, Seattle, even Olympia have survived as long as they have. Kills me. It just kills me. And why the hell is Philly not gone? Why hasn't that place been nuked off the world? Or Chicago, for that matter.
Because they're not done extracting everything they can out of their citizens.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Mhm.
I know why New York's still there, because they still got the UN building there, so lots more money to be made with that one.
Oh God.
It's also a huge port of entry, too.
It needs to be wiped off the face of the earth, honestly. I fully agree with Escape from New York. Wall it. Shut it down.
Just wall it off.
Just wall it off. Let them fight it out. Fuck them.
Yep. Oh, we got honestly, we're at the point to where if we are going to survive long term as a society, we need to establish a penal colony again.
Mhm.
We
Well,
really
they've already
do.
done it. They've done it. It's called Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah.
The problem is they need to move all the Cubans off of the Cuban island and put
Yeah.
them somewhere else, and then just take over the entire island to use it for that purpose.
Again, I go back. I know I've said it before, but turn California into the United States penal colony. All you gotta do are destroy 5 major highways, and that's about it.
First, you gotta get the fault to bust, man. You gotta get that thing
Oh,
to
yeah.
break off. Destroying the highways is not enough. You've got to break that thing off
Yep.
at least 30 miles distance,
Oh, easily. But
because then you got Alcatraz.
hmm.
But Alcatraz, they still swim that damn thing all the time.
Swam it?
No, they do it now. It's a competition. They swim the Alcatraz to San Francisco.
Oh, God.
It's no small feat.
No,
Don't get
it's
me
not.
wrong.
It's not. Doesn't matter what time of year it is. That
Nope.
bay water is.
And that's
If you're not trained for it, it'll kill you.
That's a nasty current. In
Sounds
there
about
for
right.
sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'm just talking about temperature wise. If you're not trained for
Temperature,
that,
yep.
it'll kill you.
Temperature, current. Um, well, you get the fog in there.
Oh yeah.
You can't see where you're at, especially when you're on the surface of the water.
Mm-hmm.
If you're on the surface. Yeah, no, there's a lot of things we could do. Honestly, I just think we need to start taking out bounties and putting people in jail.
We really do.
You know,
There's yeah, there was actually something because listening to Pop tonight, I wanted to suggest why aren't we going after some of these people that have obviously been defrauding others, like on a national scale? Why aren't we arresting them with the proof that we have? Realizing, okay, I know they don't have that much in liquid assets. That's a given. They don't. They really
Sure.
don't. But I would say with confidence that they own multiple properties. Some of them are probably the McMansions. Why aren't we seizing those and turning them into homeless shelters or mental institutions?
Well,
you could literally you can solve multiple problems all at once.
here's the thing.
Mhm.
I think it's misleading when they say real estate is not a liquid asset.
No, I
Because
argue against that. It is a
if
liquid
you,
asset because
yeah,
the value of the if you okay, maybe property, and it's also dependent upon what is within that property, such
well,
as natural resources, oil, minerals. If it's
right.
used for agriculture, kind of that, I would say property general. Now, if you have, say, buildings on said property,
Uh-huh.
those are liquid assets because
Yes.
they improve and degrade with time and what you put into it.
Right. And I would go as far as to
Mhm.
say that funds in the stock market or securities or bonds, whatever you want to say, those are not liquid either because they are not easily convertible. A
No.
building is easily sellable,
Yes.
easily.
Yep.
And the land that it sits on, yes, it's easily convertible also to a sale. Now, the mineral rights, like you said, or the timber rights or the water rights, all those things are not that easy.
No. And because and I would say even if you could get to them and exploit them, there's a limited amount of those resources.
Well, and they're limited by by how much you want to spend to get them, really.
Exactly.
I mean, look where we're at with the space thing. You know, they keep talking about mining asteroids, but nobody has actually got an asteroid miner up there yet, even
No.
though they know the mineral wealth is there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, space is where everything. Because
Right.
instead of maybe tearing our planet apart to mine for things, let's tear apart some celestial bodies and do it.
Right, that have no life, no use other than to run into Earth eventually, or the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only thing I would say though is have you guys ever watched the movie Don't Look Up?
I
No,
think I've heard
I
of it.
familiar with it, but
It
I've
was one.
never
Oh
seen it.
God, who did it have in it? It had Leonardo DiCaprio, had Glenn Close in it.
Well, that's a terrible cast already.
Couple other celebrities, and I don't remember who was in it, but it's literally like an asteroid is is within going to impact in the Earth within like a year,
Mm,
and basically the government decides, oh, or like one like major corporate CEO convinces the government, oh yeah, we've determined on the spectral analysis that this asteroid has a shit ton of minerals on it. If we could actually get to it and harvest it, and we could probably change its direct trajectory so it doesn't impact Earth, we can get up to like trillions of dollars of resources around it. And then it's
right.
like, and it was because mostly the government got involved. They fucked it up,
Mm-hmm.
and pretty much everybody dies at the end anyway.
Right. That sounds about right.
Sounds
Yeah,
about right.
sounds about right.
Yeah, that's well. That sounds like Armageddon with on a very much longer time scale.
Oh yeah,
They
but it
had a
was
chance to fuck it up.
I guess a comedic tragedy would be the best way to put it, because
Yeah,
it's got its
what do they
lighthearted
call
moments,
that?
but everybody dies anyway.
It's a dark comedy.
It's a
That's
dark.
what they
It is a
call
bit of a
those.
dark comedy. Yeah.
Right.
Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just. Oh fuck no.
Oh God.
But you know what? I wouldn't wish for an asteroid to hit Earth, though. I wouldn't. I
Dude,
want.
that'd be bad.
Oh no. I want Cthulhu. I want something to rise from the depths and then
Oh,
hit from the
you
sky.
want theater,
Yeah, exactly.
not just instant annihilation. You want theater.
Exactly.
Okay.
Mm,
And I know the argument people tell me is like, "Oh, he's going to drive everybody insane, but he's gonna drive you insane too." Yeah, but he'll drive my enemies insane as well.
Right.
They'll get the sufferer too.
Well, and
we'll
Cthulhu,
all suffer together.
Exactly.
the whole thing behind Cthulhu is it's not about insanity. They're not driving you insane. You already are. They're just going to unleash everything on you to drive you over the edge.
Yep.
And if you want to be a true disciple of Cthulhu, you could come out ahead. You might contain some of your insanity.
Yeah,
So if you're already insane and
You
then
might
Cthulhu
become
comes
more
out,
sane.
we might actually turn sane.
Well, you might become more sane.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
I've never read any of those books, but I've heard some of the stories, and it's just out there.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah. It was hilarious. I was actually talking to a couple of teenagers that work at a restaurant I used to frequent a couple months back.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny. They were talking about, oh yeah, they're college students actually. They were like talking, man, I gotta read up on some old dude called H.P. Lovecraft. It's like, oh really, really? Hey,
Some old dude.
hey, guess what? And hey, the funny part, it was a black kid, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead, save you the shock right now, get it out of your system. Look up the name of his cat.
Yeah.
The guy was like going,
Her? What?
the guy, no,
Oh.
it was like going, wait, are you serious? I was like,
Uh-huh.
yep. There's like,
Yep.
are you serious? It's like, yeah. Of course, I don't remember what kind of course he was taking, something for writing or something like that. I don't know. And
Yeah,
then
probably
that was
creative writing.
creative
Sort.
writing as a minor or something like that. And it was like, all right, fuck
Right.
it. All right, fuck it. I'll just tell him and I'm just telling him, get out of your system, get out of your, he just flips the hell out. He's just going nuts for like a solid like 20 minutes. And then finally it's like, okay, he's finally calmed down. And it's like, okay, cool. His works are pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm.
If you could brush aside obviously the racism that the guy had,
He's a product of his time too.
He's a product of his time. Yeah, he's also a product of his time. He's also dead and buried.
Well,
all right.
And honestly, I don't think he was that much of a racist guy.
No. He's also dead and buried. He's also dead and buried. I don't think he has any living heirs, or maybe he's got like one.
Yeah,
So
there
it's
might
like-
be some odd cousin or something distant.
Yeah.
but-
So it's like, dude, you have nothing to worry about. All right. And he's like kind of looking at
It'll be fine.
He's like, the funny part is he's like, you know what? I'm glad that you told me, a complete stranger told me this, and I learned something versus finding out in the class, and I freaked out there.
Okay, not wrong.
Well,
not
now
wrong.
he has the chance to approach it on
Yeah.
a scholarly level in the class
Yeah.
and laugh at all the other idiots that are going to be freaking out about it.
Oh yeah. I gotta go back to that place and see if I can do a follow up with him. Because I haven't been there in months because I don't eat out anymore because I'm trying to lose weight. So it's like fuck.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, being broke doesn't help either.
Oh no, fuck no. It doesn't help. I'm not there, thank God, but I'm working 2 fucking jobs to make sure I stay afloat. And then fucking awesome news. I have gotten full approval for school for the summer. So I will be
You got your VA set up too?
that's the last thing I have to do. I had to do the enrollment process first, but the VA, because I'm still so far out though. I actually got to go in tomorrow. I have an appointment tomorrow to go talk to him about getting everything set up. So, but yay!
Hopefully that'll be a little more streamlined soon.
Yeah.
Well, they'll also give you that that monthly stipend.
Exactly. Like as soon as I start school, and then it's just a matter with one of my part-time jobs I'm working, whether I stick to it or I devote myself entirely to school.
You're gonna
Which,
find out you'll probably need to.
yeah, I know. And I told the manager I work for, like, he's a real cool dude. He's a former Navy, so
Mm-hmm.
he fully understands. Basically, like the only thing he told me though is like very sternly is like, okay, you told me we got you till May. I want you to stick to it, and I want you to work your ass off while you're here. And it's like, okay, sure, yeah,
Done.
Fair enough.
done, fair enough.
Done.
But
Easy.
that's because I was being honest with him, and he was being honest with me. It was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
my job's fucking easy. I work for an auto parts retailer, and I literally just I get in a car and I deliver parts over to mechanics around
Oh, you're
town.
doing a parts runner job.
Yeah, that's all I'm doing. That's all I'm doing. I spend more time in the truck driving parts around.
Actually, those are great jobs.
Yeah.
They don't pay a lot.
Oh
And
no,
it's
they
a
don't.
lot of sitting on your ass in traffic, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, the mechanics, they love to see you when you
Oh yeah.
show up.
Oh yeah.
They're going to give you a ration of shit.
Oh
But-
they do. Oh they do.
Oh, yeah, but they're great people.
Oh yeah. They've already seen I've already been around to like all the places I go to, so they see my face. I've already gotten some crap from one of the older guys, and he's like, I'm just kind of like, because at the end of the day, I worked like an extra 2 hours a day because we just got super busy,
Mhm.
and so I finally get to their auto parts mechanic shop. I'm like, okay, you guys are my last stop. It's been a rough day, and the old guy's just going, well, you signed up for this. You're a parts delivery driver, so I mean, probably shouldn't be so have so much criticism about it. And it's like, I'm like, oh, damn it, you're right.
Well, my response is I wasn't criticizing anything. This is just my last stop.
Yeah.
So go fuck yourself.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I told him I was supposed to clock out a couple hours ago, but it was just everything got so busy, and they still needed me as a driver. So I was like, all right,
Mhm.
that's fine by me. No, that's a pretty good job. It's a pretty easy gig.
It is.
I'm not-
You
I'm not-
might
That's
have to
good.
do some heavy lifting here and there, but
This is nothing compared to the warehouse job I had a year
Oh, yeah.
a year and a half ago, because I was literally moving 80-pound pieces of steel and
Mhm.
pulling them out of the boxes off of the truck was the most awkward way to pick them up.
That's
Ow.
asking for an injury.
And that's what got me with my spinal cord injury. But versus
Mhm.
this, like, it's literally the load up like a couple 20, maybe 30-pound batteries in a cart them over, and then put them on a shelf. I don't even lift them over my head. So it's
Right.
like, this is yeah.
Well, and the worst thing is you might have to deliver a transmission or something.
But there's a dedicated vehicle for that.
And
You have
it's
to
all
get from-
lifts. It's
Yeah.
all lifts, man.
Yeah.
You don't lift shit.
Yeah, there's a dedicated vehicle to move a transmission that comes from the central hub.
Mm-hmm.
So
And it's probably the same for short blocks or long blocks or any of that crap.
yep. I think the most we've moved is a couple crankshafts and
Yeah.
a suspension system.
25, 30 pounds most.
Oh yeah. And actually today I had to move a tow hitch.
Yeah, those can get pretty heavy depending on the vehicle.
It wasn't the one I had wasn't too bad. It was about 40 pounds. It's more just bulky than anything else.
They're awkward. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all it was. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
No, I like the job. Good people too. So
Well, that's the one I'd stick with if the hours were good.
yeah, the hours aren't terrible. Like the biggest thing I told them too is like, hey, I work like any work day. It's just Wednesday and Saturday. Well, nobody else is probably going to hear this, but I do a therapy session with my brother. Is it a stretch? Yes, but is it?
It's not wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So for Wednesdays, Wednesdays I go to his, and I sponsor him, and for Saturday he comes to mine, and he sponsors me.
Actually, that's perfect. Honestly.
And then Sunday morning I go to church. So
Right.
there you go.
Well, there are very few parts houses that'll run parts runners on Sundays.
No, they don't run them on the weekends. So
Yeah, I was going to say I haven't seen one run them on maybe Saturdays up until noon, and that's it.
yeah, and that's only if it's like a high, super high priority. Because I know the
Well,
guy.
and it was pre-planned, and
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, because that was something the I guess the dispatch manager. He told
Mhm.
me like the only time we'll ever do that is if it's like an emergency, and trust me, the rates they will have to pay are like triple of the normal rates.
Yep.
And it's like,
And it's
oh,
all going to the customer, and the customer will always balk, almost
mm-hmm,
always, unless it's a
mm-hmm,
fleet situation.
yeah. Which out here in San Antonio, there's not that many.
Well, I would expect anybody fleet oriented in San Antonio has
Mm-hmm.
their own support system.
They do, and those actually the fleets out here, the most common ones you would see would be the ambulance groups.
Right.
Yeah, but they
Well,
have their own
or a
dedicated.
big, yeah, they have a big trucking outfit. They've got their own support system.
Yeah, there's like
Mhm.
one independent like truck mechanic out here that I go to.
Yeah.
So no, it's actually really cool. It's actually a really good job. So things
Yeah.
are looking up. I mean, for a couple of months, everything just kind of went to shit, and now everything turned around, and I'm going, this is fucking awesome. So
Perseverance, man.
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
well, that's what I'm looking at, you know. Sean, I hear you're looking at maybe getting out of Alaska.
Yeah, the thought has continuously crossed my mind
Mhm.
mm,
because I know that if I decided not to stay here when I got out, I probably would have been in a better position. But yeah, it's Alaska. You just don't up and leave here.
mm,
No.
yeah.
Well, the big thing I've understood when you leave Alaska, you don't go back ever.
Well,
Mm,
usually it's one of those you either love it or hate it places. But
Right.
yeah.
what the thought provocation on that was just the economy. Looking at the jobs out here and going, well, I could either go to Anchorage, of which I don't want anything to do with that place whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
I've heard
then,
it's one of the most fucked up places in the world.
and we've got, well, our state legislature is all blue,
Yeah.
and they have a majority, so they are already trying to push through some retardedness.
Well, and
Because
plus
what
the
they really
ranked
want
choice
is to go
elections.
they want to get our PFDs. They want to stop giving us the dividends so that they
Mm-hmm.
can use it as their own personal piggy bank.
Yep.
And then slap a sales tax on top of an income tax on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
That state will be a ghost town in no time flat.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. And I would prefer to be ahead before being forced out.
Right.
Yeah.
No, the only people left there will be the Inuit and Eskimos, and they're going to be hard to find to get anything out of. And
Yeah.
they won't have any money anyway because they never do. And when they do, they're
It's
buying
because their
alcohol and
tribal organizations is probably hoarding it all.
Mm.
well, that's part of it. But even though you know what happens with the natives when they get money, they go buy booze or something stupid.
Well, that's why most of the villages are dry.
Uh huh.
Doesn't stop it from coming in, though.
No, or making their
Nope.
own. I know they do
Nope.
that too.
It's not hard,
No,
allegedly.
it's not. I know I do it. Just got to have access to the materials. Hooch ain't
Yeah, what
hard to
is it?
put. Well,
Well, if the rednecks out in West Virginia can make stills with stuff from the junkyard, then these guys can do it too.
well, the biggest problem that they have in West Virginia is getting the corn in the east and the sugar.
Up
When
the
you,
mountain.
yeah, well, any of that. When you're buying a ton of corn and 600 pounds of sugar, questions get asked.
I'm pretty sure that gets flagged in a law enforcement database somewhere.
Yes, it
Mm.
does. That's the part they really didn't tell you in the Moonshiner stupid show. Those guys aren't getting it from one spot, and they know everybody they're buying it from, and nobody reports nothing, and nobody buys that much at one place.
Mm-hmm.
And
As
most of
w-
that shit they're making it out of is feed corn, so it's not tracked anyway.
yeah.
And feed corn
Mm.
is nasty, but it's got a lot of sugar in it. Yeah, you never want to eat that
Yummy.
crap. Ugh.
Well, isn't it
No.
also like some of that material they use it for to make other baked goods? So it's like plausible
Sure,
deniability.
sure. Yep. That's like if I started really buying a lot of frickin' barley and stuff, I'd get into trouble.
Mm,
Because by law, I believe in Washington especially, I'm limited to like 500 gallons
mm,
of beer
There's
per
actually
year.
up north. You wouldn't think that Delta Junction, which is in the interior of Alaska,
Mm,
where it's the hottest and the coldest place,
hmm.
huge barley farm out there,
Oh yeah.
and that's all they sell is barley products. So like your barley bisquick, just
Hmm.
your oats for the bread.
No,
What is
barley
it? There's
grows
like
good
a
in
there's like a
in
lot of other uses to it too that I was like, wow, okay.
yeah, barley grows good in cold, short-term climates, short grow seasons. It actually grows
Mm,
really well because it was bred for that. That's
oh,
a
okay.
lot of northern Europe is like that, and it was a staple crop. Buckwheat's another one. I don't think buckwheat makes good beer, but that thing is a hell of a protein
All right,
source.
be right back. Oh, we
Mm-hmm.
got pine in the back.
All right. Shit. Well, I'm not even on that channel. Damn it. I'm looking at this stupid
I got you here.
YouTube. All right. There's
Oh, he
Pine.
probably sent me. All right. Well, he's in now. I'll be right
Yeah.
back.
All
all
right, man.
right.
Gentlemen,
How's it going,
Good to see
Pine?
you, Pine.
good to see my brothers. Uh, Canada's fucked.
That'll be fine soon. You'll be the 51st state, dude. Don't worry about it.
And what's new?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, apparently you guys got a new leader. I mean, new boss, same as the old boss.
A new pedophile.
Oh God,
No, another WTW.
WEF.
Yes,
No.
thank you.
Yeah, DWEF and WTO
Whiff,
also.
whiff.
Whiff.
Yeah.
Oh God. Or WHO or something like that.
Well,
They also
Well, he was part of the UN too, and like he's just a scumbag.
he's a banker, dude.
um,
actually, you know what should be the first question he's ever asked at any press conference? It's like, sir, okay, you are a banker. When are you going to balance the budget? No, that should be the first question every single time he does a press conference.
I don't disagree.
so the funny thing is that since day one that Trudeau took power, it's been a deficit budget every fucking single year.
Yep.
And you know what Trudeau said? Oh, the budget will balance itself. He actually fucking said that on TV.
I know.
It's like, are you? It's like, how fucking stupid can you be?
I'm sorry. I think I just had a stroke. What did he say?
Mhm.
The budget will balance itself. You never heard that before?
No,
He
It's the
actually
I never
same-
have.
It's the same
No.
bullshit they've been telling us in different words for.
he actually said that the budget. I'm not much on economics, and the budget will balance itself.
Oh,
Literal quote. I'm not shitting you.
I Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah, we're like you don't understand how fucked Canada is.
God damn it. I can't wait until some point in the future when we actually get to a visible dystopian society. All our politicians are just brains in jars. Okay.
That would
The only time you ever see them, only other time you see them in sort of a live action bit is on a screen, but the rest of the time they're just fucking brains in jars in a giant freaking building.
Yep.
Justin Trudeau, brain jar. I'm all for it.
That's God.
All I could say is fill that jar full of formaldehyde so that brain dies.
Yeah.
No. Fill it full of piss.
Oh fuck.
Nah, he might be able to live on that because, he's kind of a degenerate.
Oh God.
That's why I say
Yeah.
formaldehyde. Make sure that motherfucker's dead.
Vinegar.
I do have a question though.
Vinegar'd
Does
work, but it
I do,
dissolve it.
I do have a question about Justin Trudeau. Does he celebrate Black History Month?
His wife
Yeah,
does. His wife does. I know that.
You mean his ex-wife?
Yeah, his ex-wife. Yeah.
God.
Well, she got COVID when she was in England, meeting Elbrus Ebel. What the fuck is his name?
Yeah, I know what you're
Yeah.
talking about.
Yeah. It was for the We Foundation, which was utterly corrupt.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Ebris.
she probably,
Ebris, whatever his name is.
she sucked his cock.
Yeah.
Well, he probably met her for 5 minutes just to shake her hand, and he walked away. That guy doesn't seem like a shitbag.
Yeah. I think another reason why Trudeau is starting to step away, he is visibly showing his age.
Well,
especially as a politician in office. Now, have you looked? And I guarantee he'll probably be the man behind the curtain. He won't really be too much in the spotlight.
To be.
He's trying,
no.
That's also because
he's too dumb to be.
I know, but the thing is, the more he has aged, the more he has looked like his real dad.
Yeah,
I shit you
He's
not.
just got to grow the beard.
That's it. That's all it is.
I'll be right back.
He's got the same facial features, but he looks exactly like fucking Castro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they don't call him Castro Jr. for nothing.
Exactly. Oh my God. It's just.
No, that guy is a total, utter piece of shit, man.
Oh, I know that's politicians for you, though. I mean,
no, he's worse than most. He's on the same level as Starmer and Macron
and Newsom.
Well, we don't even count Newsom because he's just governor.
Yeah, but I would count him because he's also got presidential aspirations and he's Pelosi's nephew.
And you're seeing how he's squandering it.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Well, the whole thing with the French Laundry that exposed him during COVID.
Well, that was just the beginning. Now he's trying to be a moderate, and everybody's calling his bluff.
Well, now he's talking about how trans people are bad.
Yeah, it's not fair that they're competing in sports, but I'm still going to protect them to do it.
Yeah. Checks the mail. I won't come in your mouth.
Fuck.
Well, you like that one, Cliff?
That's a good one, yeah.
That's a
By the way, that's not my hand on the back of your head.
That was one of my standard lines when I was working as a well site supervisor. Yeah, checks the mail, won't come in your mouth.
Yep.
Oh God.
It's the truth.
Oh man.
Yeah, like Gavin Newsom is like he's fucking Justin Trudeau with a better haircut.
Well, he makes used car salespeople look like angels.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll sell you his grandmother's grave with her in it, dig her ass up, put you in it, and then put her in on top of you.
Yep. I mean, like, how hard is it to cut fucking deadfall?
Right. Just clear the brush. And we're not talking about raking.
We're not talking about live trees. We're talking about deadfall.
Clear the brush.
There were volunteer groups that used to. I was a part of a volunteer group that did it as a fucking kid.
Yeah.
You have people that can actually do that, but it's all because some asshole somewhere wants to make fucking money. When you have people that will go, hey, we'll do this shit for free. Oh, you still gonna pay for a permit. Well, fuck you. Why are we gonna pay $1,300 for an 8-hour permit to go to a job that you should be obligated to do?
Well, that we're already paying for in our taxes.
Exactly.
And actually, it's required by the federal government and the Forestry Service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they've been ignoring all those regulations for 50 years now.
Yep. That's actually part of my thought. My thought when it comes to all the people that got laid off from the Forestry Service, I guarantee there were people that weren't doing that. They were probably supposed to be a part of the crews or the the part of the crews that clear brush or provide the finances for the teams to go do that, and they weren't fucking doing it, so they got fired.
No, they
My
sat
thing
their-
is-
sat on their ass.
Yeah.
My thing is, and this is something my dad brought up, and I just because he's still drinking the Kool-Aid.
Uh-huh.
I used to think he was a pretty conservative guy, but no, I've found out no, him and Mom are about as goddamn liberal jackass Democrat as you can get in Republican Idaho.
Yeah.
No, he was all pissed off and concerned about all the people that lost their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And I just flat out pointed it out. It's like, Dad, this should, and he agreed it should have been done a long time ago. But what I pointed out to him is like, well, what you're seeing right now is the way the corporate way does it. They cut really deep, really quick.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And about half of these people will probably be hired back in 6 months.
Yeah.
No, the competent ones will be. The
Yeah.
dead weight. The dead weight will.
Dead weight is gone.
Dead weight will be gone.
And his whole thing was he was making the excuse, well, what about these guys that just got a promotion and now they're in their, unprotected status? It's like,
Well,
they probably got a promotion because they were worthless. I didn't tell him that.
yep.
They were getting them out of the way.
Because they suck
I see it all the time.
Because they suck cock.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I see it all the time at corporate.
Yeah.
They just promote them and put them into a position where they can't do any harm.
Mm-hmm.
If the guy in charge
That's
is
literally
worth his
the
salt.
Peter principle.
Yeah.
Yeah, move them out of the way so they can't fuck anything up, and
Yep.
just give them a salary.
It happens all the fucking time in the military.
Mm-hmm.
And Hegseth ain't going to play that game. Those motherfuckers are going away. And I
Yeah.
love it.
I didn't know that happened in the military, too.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude. How do you think that they got that dickhead? What's his name? Not Haley. What the fuck is his name?
I was about to say, you're going to have to be more specific.
The
First word
general.
sounds like.
What? Millie?
Millie. There you
Okay.
go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, what it is too, and it's because if they start off lower, they start off, especially in the officer corps. If there's somebody that fucks up, like say they're a XO of a company,
Mhm.
and they fuck up royally, well, they'll laterally move them from a command position to a staff position.
To a personnel position.
Personnel position, and sometimes if they fuck up hard enough, they're gonna go to another unit. But if they don't have anything short of a Gomar on them, their own personal record is wiped clean.
Yeah.
So nobody knows how the fuck that person actually operates. They just know, oh, hey, this person operated as an XO of this company in this other unit for a year and a half. Now they're in a staff position, and they could fucking fake it till they make it, and then get promoted.
That's how Millie did it.
Yeah, and it's all it is. It's the lateral movements, and then trying to make, and then sucking up, and then faking it, and then as they move up the chain, and they'll probably still fuck up somewhere. And it's like, well, this person's already been for so long; they've already recommissioned. They've already they aren't as bad as some of our enlisted troublemakers, which is that's something that we'll always use.
Oh, they hate us enlisted.
Oh yeah, that's literally what they will use. And so the person, listen, this fuck up will make
shit.
This fuck up will make it all the way to fucking colonel, and then he will fuck everybody beneath him, even though he's responsible for loss of equipment and loss of mission critical assets and failure to conduct actions on key personnel that were wanted at the highest tier. Okay, I'm going way too much in my own personal history.
No.
but
I was
you're
literally
absolutely
told by a
correct.
sergeant. I was literally told by a staff sergeant at a smoke pit while we're having a smoke. Yeah, we keep the officers around to keep it legal.
Yeah.
that's all it is.
Yeah.
The whole purpose of the officers is to basically keep everything within the letter of the law.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not the
They
intent.
can't even do that.
No, they can't.
No.
The officer leading us was a 5'2" Filipino.
Bad mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he's in charge.
The only thing worse than that
No, he wasn't.
is a 5'2" female Filipino.
That's
no,
that's
those aren't as bad. Those
No,
aren't
they
as bad.
are. Trust
Oh, no.
me. You put them
Oh,
in
no.
power. You put them in power. Oh my fucking god.
No.
Cliff, go ahead.
No. I will give you one worse.
Okay.
5 foot even, single mother, black from Chicago.
Well, yeah, but they're so
Oh.
incompetent.
Oh, and she's
they
a drill
can't-
sergeant.
They can't stay out of their own way.
That's nuclear.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
I actually
You know
had
how
one of
to
those
deal
at my
with
basic
those?
training,
No
and
shit.
she eventually got kicked out off the trail because she beat up one of the privates.
What?
Oh, you know
Yeah.
what? Nope.
Wow.
I would have got her. I
Are
would have
you
got her one better.
serious?
Yeah.
I would have got that bitch sooner and probably better because I would have fucking just been sweet to her and
Yeah.
showed her my big white dick when the time was right.
Oh, that's the thing, though. It's like
It's not
beat
that
up-
big.
That's the
It's
thing.
not
She
that
It
big.
isn't, but they think it is.
Yeah, we're 4 weeks in, and she kept us in to recruit for. I don't know what it was. Some real
fuck.
low level mistake. And she beat him up because I don't know what it was. She was just pissed.
She physically beat his ass.
Yeah, she physically beat him up, like threw a bunch of punches. Like there was visible marks on his face, and
that
her
right
only out that she made and she lied about was she claimed he said a racial slur to her.
Bullshit.
Oh, bullshit.
That's
That
no
doesn't
reason.
give her the authorization to do that either.
Oh yeah. Well,
No.
she was a problem beforehand, and I think they finally had an excuse to kick her out. Like she was off the trail, and then she was basically out of the military 3 months later.
Being called a name is not an excuse to beat the shit out of somebody.
No,
I-
Now, if they
well-
put hands on you, that's one thing.
Yes.
Yes.
Now I had one of those little bitches you're talking about, the black girl with the fancy hair when you're not supposed to have fancy hair
oh,
as
fuck.
a drill sergeant.
Mm-hmm.
I had one
Yeah.
of those go off in my face after I had finished boot camp and was waiting orders.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing maintenance work, waiting on orders.
Sorry, I'll shut up.
I had my fucking Navy hat. I was my hat said Navy on it, not recruit. It said Navy on it. And that bitch went off on my face because I smiled at her and everybody, and I gave them all a nod and said, keep, doing a morale booster. Keep it up, guys. You're all good. Keep going. She went off in my face. And I think she realized about halfway through her screaming at me, she was wrong because I just kept smiling at her. I think I scared her.
Why does this private know something I don't?
And I wasn't a private. I was an actual E2 at the time.
Yeah.
I was a seaman, the second level seaman at that point.
Yeah.
I'm refraining.
We all start off as seamen at one point.
Well, in the Navy, you're always a seaman. That's just the way it works, guys.
Phrasing.
Sorry. Wash, repeat. Bring it, bitches. I can take it all. Let's go
Phrasing.
full. Let's go full bukkake here, boys. Come on,
All right,
let's
okay,
do it.
Okay, that's a bit too on the nose. All right.
Right. Oh, you realize this is all live too, right?
I know. Ask me if I care.
I don't. Nobody's
Yeah.
gonna watch this shit.
Yeah.
This is fucking terrible. I
Yeah.
still haven't got my chance to go off, and now I kind of lost my steam, so I don't know if I will go off.
Oh, you know what? If you can get it back, you can do that tomorrow night when I go live. So,
Well, we'll see if I have a job tomorrow, so that might even fucking add to it.
okay, yeah.
Well, it's not that I'm going to do anything to get fired. It's getting that bad.
You're just if it happens, you're gonna let it happen, right?
Oh, I'm going to make sure that I don't get a call back.
Okay.
Let's just put it that way.
Yeah. So.
And I definitely don't want their what do you call it, endorsement.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
No. I would like to cut myself off from this company and all its bullshit forever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here you go, guys. the little San Antonio job.
Mm-hmm.
He came back on Saturday.
All right.
The guy and his partner that went down there to finish that job.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about a shit show. Talk about a guy that should be in prison. The guy that runs the company that's buying the equipment from us. He's got to have a couple of people in his pocket. I'd like to learn his name so I can try to kind of pass it on, if you know what I mean. Get him looked at. They're not selling to the United States government yet, but they're trying. And I know which countries they are, and those countries are already corrupt, and we all know it. Australia, New Zealand. Anyway. Sorry, had a tickle on my throat there. They haven't actually sold any of the units to any of them. They're all kind of on a loan situation, and they're getting a little bit of funding to develop type thing. You know, pad the pocket. Hey, you see my sister over there? See how good she looks? You want to fuck her? That kind of situation. It's literally that bad, guys. What, you guys have never worked in those circles? Come on.
Oh, no. I don't doubt your word. I'm just
trying to think about this a little bit.
I'm trying to have a appropriate reaction, but there's just part of me just goes,
well, I think Pine's got it right. Don't burn your bridges, Tommy. Mine's burning shit. They already burnt mine.
Yeah.
I'm not burning anything.
God damn.
By the way, I did get a $1.26 raise last week. Merit cycle. Just a regular merit cycle. I got $1.26 an hour plus.
Okay.
Puts me up to $43.26 now.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm doing the work of an engineer, and I'm getting paid less than $50 an hour.
No, yeah. No, nobody's getting paid what they're worth these days.
Well, even the engineers aren't. That's true.
No.
They're still getting six figures, and I am not.
Yeah. If actually one thing I'm hoping for, if enough of the finances are found and there's a way to recover a lot of it, I say put it towards the national debt, pay it down, get a lot of this money out of circulation, and hopefully that causes deflation.
Repair the dollar.
Yeah, it causes deflation. Though the only people that complain about that are going to be the Fortune 500 big wigs and the bankers, because they're going, oh, we're losing money. It's like, no, you're losing like actual dollars, but your value of the dollars you have goes up.
Right. But their number isn't going to be as big.
No.
So they are losing money according to them.
Oh my gosh, they're going to have to deal with what's the term? Stability.
Yeah.
For the first time in fucking, I want to say almost 50 years. They're going to have to put up with that. They're going to have to realize, hey, the line's not going to go up. It's just going to be flat for a while. Well, learn to live with what you got. At least if you can have some degree of deflation, all right. Cost of living is going to stay the same. Actually would probably go down. Goods and services would also probably go down. Cost of goods and services would go down.
But the buying power will go up.
The buying power would go up. Yeah. So I mean, no, it's because they don't actually have a grasp of economics. They say they're numbers people, but they don't actually have a grasp of economics at all.
No, not true economics. They've got the 70s inflationary economics.
Exactly. And as well as they don't realize the free market's going to do what it's going to do. And the problem is none of those, and the thing is, none of those people operate in a true free market. They operate in a controlled market.
Yep. And that controlled market is in their favor currently.
Yep.
Once it leaves their favor, oh my God. If you've ever heard a stuck pig squeal, And I'm not talking about a cop getting stabbed. I'm talking about an actual pig getting poked with a pitchfork.
Yeah. And that's already
Holy fuck, they make a racket.
and that's already starting to happen with all the USAID funding being pulled.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, did you see the Catholic Church is suing the federal government over the cutoff? The Catholic Church.
That is the hugest bullshit I've ever seen.
Wait. Aren't they supposed to be?
The Catholic Church is worth billions of dollars by itself.
I know, but it also isn't its own finances supposed to be from its own. I don't remember what the term is for the actual
It's
parishioners.
Parishioners,
its own
yeah,
flock.
yeah, from its own flock.
So there's separate NGOs that are literally they're laundering money.
Oh yeah. That's
Shocker.
Honestly, I'm to the point with a lot of religious organizations, and I say a lot of religious organizations.
All of them.
Probably all of them at this point. Unless you
Same
operate a tangible charity service, like we can actually see what the fuck you do. You don't get a
books too.
And your books, you don't get a tax exempt status.
Nope.
No.
You don't get it. Your tax exemption goes away. Fuck no. Unless you are actually
corruption on every level. Like
Mm-hmm.
billions of dollars go to the Catholic NGOs. And I'm Catholic. Okay.
Yeah.
So like I see this every day in the United States. Like they were mass importing illegals so they could fluff their funds.
Right. And the thing that kills me is they weren't just mass importing their own flock. They were doing all the East Asians, all the fucking Islamic people, all those motherfuckers.
Yeah, zero fucks.
Mm-hmm.
They don't give a fuck. They just needed heads, numbers.
Yeah, that's all it was.
Because it's just a money laundering scheme.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom line.
That's what what do you think it's been since the fucking Dark Ages? All right, especially the Catholics. Okay, I'm gonna fucking throw it out there.
Indulgence? You talking about indulgences?
Yeah, the indulgences, also the shit during the fucking Dark Ages. Because regardless, if you wanted to establish, you want to build a farm or establish property or build something, the fucking Catholic Church had to go out, sanctify it, or give their blessing on it, or something like that. They were the fucking mob. They were the fucking communists back then. If you didn't give enough money to the fucking Catholic Church, you weren't gonna be given some sort of blessing to make sure you don't go into fucking hell. All right, they played off of people's fear of the superstitious because number one, they were the ones that read the books, wrote the books, and taught from the books, whether it be the good book or any other sort of scriptures or any other sort of documentation they had on hand. They were controlling the masses because the masses were fucking stupid. All right, they actually taxed the shit out of them.
It was a grift.
Uneducated, not stupid.
Yeah,
okay, uneducated. Oh, fine, I'll go with that. Switched up from stupid, uneducated. All right, but in their eyes, they declared.
Oh yeah, they thought everybody was stupid.
Yeah. So they decided to basically milk them for all their worth. They hoarded everything for themselves. Why do you think the fucking Catholic Church in the actual fucking town, the Vatican City, has a golden fucking throne?
Yeah,
a golden fuck, and I'm not talking about a goddamn toilet. All right.
Nope.
No, I would not be surprised if there's a golden fucking toilet in there. All right?
Who can they sell it to?
Who can we sell it to? I don't know.
I say
Big
we
Putin.
melt that.
Putin buy it.
No, I say we melt that fucker down and make fucking gold fillings for everybody and gold caps.
Yep.
For bad teeth.
No.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well,
It's just,
that's also a lot of really good circuitry.
Then
there is that.
Then we're gonna bring up the Jewish issue.
Oh God, no, we're not going there. We're not going there live on air.
Oh, God.
We're not going there. We could bitch about Catholics, we could bitch about Protestants, but we're not talking about the Jews.
No. Remember.
The piles of shoes. The pile of shoes.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know.
No. Remember the Dave Chappelle joke. If it's a group of black people, it's a gang. If it's a group of Jews, it's a coincidence, and you're not allowed to talk about it.
Uh-huh. Regardless of the situation, you're not allowed to talk about it.
Exactly.
Amen, Cliff.
Fuck. God damn.
Is
Honestly,
that bad? Is that really bad? Say amen to that.
Well, it's funny actually.
yeah. All right, but yeah,
I'd add a hallelujah there.
no, but that's the thing. Going back to the whole religious organization stuff, I'm sorry, but like I said, unless you are operating a tangible charity that people can see, you run a soup kitchen, you run an orphanage, you fucking knit sweaters and blankets and all the other kind of shit for people that need it during the wintertime. If you're actually doing that, okay, I can see you get tax exempt status because you're taking money to pay for the services that you are operating.
Well, it gets darker in Canada because the Catholic Church and a bunch of other churches have been accused of genocide.
I would not be surprised. Of course, that's every religion. Look through history. That's every religion.
Okay, not one body has been extracted.
Oh yeah, with the native children thing.
So it's like what are they called? Forensic anthropologists.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like this is a living. They do this for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Not one has been assigned to any of these fucking supposed graves.
Yep, and nobody digging them up has found anything either.
Yeah. No, everyone that has been dug up, nothing there.
All right.
Hard to claim mass murder without a legitimate gravesite.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got to get out of here because my cat's basically telling me it's time to go to bed. So.
Well, don't ignore your pussy.
I know. Hey, you want to say hi for the camera, girl? All right. No.
She says, "Here's my butt."
Yeah, pretty much. Well, she knows when it's time to go to bed, so it's like, all right, fine. She's also my alarm clock in the morning too, because
that's good.
See, she gets me up around 6 o'clock in the morning, so
Fuck.
I can't complain about that. So
6 o'clock, you fucking pussy.
Hey, I mean, you know what? I go to bed by 10:30, 11 o'clock, and I get up by 6. That's not a bad night's sleep.
No, that's a great night's sleep. I try to get to bed by 7:30. I'm already an hour late, and I get up at 3.
Yeah. Jeez.
I try to sleep till 5.
Yeah, so fuck y'all. By the way, Vinny and I have a problem. I'm gonna bust that guy's ass.
All right.
Uh-oh.
I had a great time when he visited up here, but that little fucker, he kept me up way too late 2 nights out of last week.
Oh,
it was funny.
Wait. I got to ask the question. Who invited whom?
He did give me a fifth of whiskey that I'll have to tip into here when the special occasion comes.
Yeah. But my question is, who invited whom?
That was fun.
You're not answering my question, Tommy. Who invited whom?
Yeah, get out of here, Cliff.
No, you're not answering my question. Who invited whom? I'm not going to let this go.
There was whiskey involved.
All right.
Of course there was whiskey
I hit
involved.
The mute button. I missed all your fucking talk.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Fine. You muted me. All right. All right, you guys have a good night. I will probably see most of you.
Yeah, here we go.
Night,
now
so.
it's
all right.
Back on.
Take it easy.
Which mute button did I hit?
Right, Cliff.
I'm not sure.
Yep. See, now I'm repeating myself. All right, take it easy, buddy.
Sean.
Yeah, where did I hit the mute?
Mm-hmm.
Good to see you.
Bitch. Yeah, you guys aren't hearing me at all right now, are you?
I do hear you.
I
You hear me?
No.
10 by 10.
But if I, but if
He
I turn
muted
it
himself.
on YouTube, now I can hear myself. 2 seconds later. Right. I don't know what the hell's going on. Oh, there it is. I see it. All right.
Did you mute the tab?
I did.
Ah.
Yeah, I did. And I couldn't see the X, and now I see it. Now it's unmuted, so. Yeah, there is a bottle of whiskey involved, and no, it wasn't broken open. And Vinny did break my ribs. Yep. Yep, that was fun at the bowling alley.
He broke your ribs at the bowling alley.
Well, he didn't break them, but he did pop one of them. Yeah, I've been feeling it for the last fucking 4 days, man. I can't sleep on one side, and yeah, it's crazy.
What did he do? Give you an elbow?
No, I got a hug.
Oh,
I was taking off, and
all
like,
for a
"Love you,
hug.
man," you know, I love you, man. He picked me up, pop, and I hear pow. Oh, it's like,
Oh, ouch.
like, oh fuck. Yeah, yeah. I didn't go to work the next day. Of course, I also had an hour of sleep, so anyway. It didn't matter. Nobody was there. Nothing was going on. Nothing could be done. Didn't matter.
Nothing could be done.
No, they couldn't actually. That was when we were still fighting with the bullshit in Texas. God, I'm so fucking sick of that job. So sick of these people. I would not be surprised in the next week that I don't get fired for mouthing off to the wrong person. That's how frustrated I
Well,
am.
if they're being retarded, then
Oh, well, yeah, and I'm just going to point it out to them. And I'm going to get into their face about it because this has been going on way too long. I'm going to be that guy. I'll be the sacrificial lamb. I will take the fall.
beat that guy.
Yep. I've got a list of idiots. And one of them's the general manager of the site. Yeah, that guy, he was such a great fucking leader that he comes from the Philippines to our site, kicks out the guy that was there, who was a piece of shit too, by the way. But he did such a great job in the Philippines that they keep asking us how to do their job. What?
Her?
Yeah. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, the Philippines is doing so great that they sent a guy over to you guys to
Well-
run shit, but the Philippines keeps asking you, "Hey, how do we do this again?"
No, let's redo this. So this guy got sent over there to straighten out the Philippines. He straightened out the Philippines, right? He's an American dude.
All right, Pine, take it easy.
And then he got shipped back, right? Yeah,
Mhm.
take it easy, Pine. He got shipped back, and he's trying to put us in order, even though we were in order until he showed up. And now the Philippines is completely out of order, and they're trying to tell us we need to show them how to do their damn jobs.
Terrible.
I don't get it. Don't get it at all. Anyway, let's wrap up the live. I'm going to put this on the backstage at this point.
You're
Anybody's
ready.
Still listening because I think there's 4. Well, it says 4 watching, 85 minutes. See y'all. We're out. Take it easy. Live
Salute.
stream is over.